Good morning, Sagittarius. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. We're going to tap in and see what the weekend love looks like for you, Sagittarius, okay? All right. Holy Spirit, angel guides, ancestors. What does weekend love look like for Sagittarius? Weekend love for Sagittarius. I was picking up on earlier that some of you Sagittarians may be going through some type of you might have had to make a really hard decision. And whatever this hard decision was that you had to make, Sagittarius, it um it was like a choice between two different things. And it was a hard, difficult choice for you to make, but whatever the choice was, you've decided that no matter how bad it looks, what it looks like, you found the silver lining. You found the silver lining between it all. I mean, you had your moments of depression and despair, but you found the silver lining. Let's see what else comes out for you for weekend love. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. Weekend love for Sagittarius, Holy Spirit. Weekend love. You, with the Three of Cups in reverse, you could be feeling like possibly your social life is like non-existent. It might feel non-existent because of the situation the choice that you had to make. Maybe it has something to do with friends. We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands came out in reverse. Um, Maybe the difficult choice that you had to make had something to do with your social life, something to do with your friends. Um, I feel like whatever it is, it's gotten you to the point where you just feel like giving up. You feel like giving up. You don't feel like doing anything, much of anything right now. And a lot of you right now are also surrendering to spirit. You're surrendering to spirit during this time. Because I feel like during this time, it's a difficult time for you, Sagittarius. It's not rainbows and flowers at this point in time. I feel like that you've hit a very dark spot in your life. Some of you may feel like with the Six of Wands in reverse, some of you may be feeling like you're a failure, or you try so hard at something and it just seems like nothing good happens for you. But as I said, I was picking up earlier, you end up finding the silver lining with everything that you're going through, whatever the situations you're going through, you find a silver lining. You find the positive from all the negative. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse right here. Like, I feel like a lot of you feel like giving up. You might have felt like giving up. You just felt like you just lost all sense of control. And you did. You lost sense of control of the situation. It was a difficult situation. It was a difficult choice that you had to make. It was a decision between two different things. And it was like no matter whatever way that you looked at it, it was just gonna be a hard decision and a hard outcome either way. All right, so on a split this deck, we have divine timing. I mean dating. I'm sorry, meeting someone new. Some of y'all might be meeting somebody in divine timing. I didn't just say it to say it. We have whole inner growth. That's what I'm saying. You guys end up finding the silver lining between all of this. Holy Spirit, what can you tell us about weekend love for Sagittarius? Some of you just don't want to be bothered. You've isolated yourself from friends, some type of social group, people that you really kick it with. But I feel like it's needed. It's needed. It's needed to get to where you're going. You are heading somewhere. Also on the bottom of the deck, remember we had the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups. You're definitely headed somewhere. You're headed to happiness. Some of you could be in a same-sex relationship, but you're heading to some type of happiness. Some type of happiness when it comes to family. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's some type of delay and blockage. I feel like the delay and blockage really seriously is you might be holding yourself back. Not holding yourself back, but you might have some type of blockage that's creating these obstacles and creating this slow movement. I feel like it has something to do with some type of decision that you had to make. It was some type of decision that you had to make, Sagittarius. But I see that a lot of you will end up finding the silver lining through it. You just got to get through this part right here. Some of you may be suffering from low self-esteem right now, insecurities. You're just not feeling your best at this time. Weekend love for Sagittarius. Yeah, friends, influences. You might have had to make a difficult decision when it came to your friends. People that you were cool with, people that you hung out with. People in your social circle, people who you are taking a break from right now. I don't even know what I was doing with these cards. All right, Holy Spirit weekend, love for Sagittarius. Maybe your friends were interfering in some type of, we have breakup endings. Maybe your friends were had something to do with some type of breakup. They might have influenced you in some type of way. They might have been spreading rumors, gossiping. They might have tried to set you up, which is a betrayal from people that you would think wouldn't do that. What else, Holy Spirit? Weekend love. You feel like if this had anything to do with a relationship and a relationship breaking up, you just feel like it was just an utter failure. You feel like you're an utter failure. You feel like you worked so hard in this relationship and you reap no rewards from it. With this in reverse, we have home foundation. Home foundation. Some of you are focusing on home. Focus on finding yourself. Focus on looking within. Party, having fun. Yeah, you used to hang out and party with these people. This Three of Cups is out here, and then we have party. So this has something to do with some type of social group and a relationship. We have family, security. This is what you want. This is coming. This Ten of Cups, it's right here on the bottom of the deck. Right here, family, security, Ten of Cups, happiness, harmony. On the bottom of this deck, we have regrets, mistakes, blocked obstacles. I'm hearing that some of you really regret telling your friends a lot of your business when it comes to your relationship, your personal relationships, love relationships. You regret telling your friends. But these are people that you trusted, people that you thought had your best interests. Blocked obstacles. They were the ones. It was your friends. Your friends were blocking obstacles for you. Your friends were influencing you to possibly maybe you just went out and you partied and you had a good time majority of the time. They could have influenced you to do that, but by doing that, it was blocking a lot of things for you. It could have messed up your relationship with your family because you spent a lot of time with your friends, or your friends was just all up in your business. Also, on the bottom of the deck, we have grass is greener. So you are trying to find the silver lining in all of this. As I said, like, I feel like throughout everything that's going on, everything negative, you end up turning it into a positive. We have change on the bottom of the deck. We have fears, afraid, and storm, turmoils ahead. You don't know what to expect, okay? All you know is that you're going through a period of transition, okay? All you know is that you're going through a storm, and it just feels like a whole bunch of mess. It just feels like it's unbearable. It feels like you're stuck. It feels like you can't get out of it. The change, the storm, the situation itself is causing a lot of fears. It's causing a lot of fears. It's like you don't want to, some of you are having issues with opening up that door to change. You're afraid because you don't know what's on the other side. We also have unfinished business, unresolved situation. So possibly with this breakup, I mean, with it possibly having to do with your friends and your social circle having to do with your relationship and a breakup, you feel like there's some unfinished business. There's some unfinished business. We have dating, meeting someone new, rebuild, reconciliation, and we have call hearing from them. So maybe with this big fiasco that happened between you and your social circle and your friends, and influencing, possibly causing a breakup between you and your partner, Sagittarius, you feel like you have unfinished business. You still want to work things out with this person. You still want to work things out with this person, but you may try to go out and try to meet new people, but you know that you want to go back and try to work on this relationship, this, that, the ending. You want to work and rebuild and start over. But the thing is, this person feels the same way. You'll be hearing from them. It's really possible that this, whatever went on, needed to happen in order for you and your person to rebuild again. And when you rebuild, I feel like this time you've learned your lessons from possibly telling your friends, family, whoever your inner circle is, social circle. You've learned your lessons from telling them so much stuff. You regret it and you won't do it again. And you're not going to let your friends, influence you to the point where it just breaks up your happiness, your family. Y'all, a lot of y'all was just out there partying with them friends. All right, let's see what signs you could be dealing with this weekend when it comes to love, Sagittarius. All right, from what I can see, I see Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, and Taurus. That's what I can see. I see the number 2. Well, that's on the top. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. You might want to look that up because it's like 211. Look up the number 211. 211. 211. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, this is weekend love for you. I will see you on the next read. Have a good weekend. Peace.